All right, this morning, the Senate Homeland Security Committee voted to hold Dr. Anthony Fauci in contempt. This follows his refusal to answer questions during a hearing on the COVID-19 pandemic last week by invoking his Fifth Amendment right. Now, here's the moment they voted this morning.
The nays are 5. On the vote by proxy, and for the record only, the yeas are 0, the nays are 2. On this vote, the yeas are 8, the nays are 5, and the motion is agreed to.
Mr. Chairman.
All right, let's bring in CBS News congressional correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns. So, Caitlin, just kind of set the stage, remind us of how we got here and then what happens now.
Hey, Kelly. So you remember that hearing that Dr. Fauci appeared at where he invoked the Fifth Amendment, his Fifth Amendment right, nearly 100 times. That hearing was centered on the origins of COVID, or it was supposed to be. But remember, Fauci received a preemptive blanket pardon by then President Biden when he was leaving office. And as he was being pressed by lawmakers, said in his opening statement that he was concerned that the chairman of the committee, Rand Paul, was doing nothing but trying to get him to say something potentially incriminating, and therefore he was advised not to speak and to invoke his Fifth Amendment right. Now, what we just saw the committee do was vote in the committee to hold Fauci in contempt of Congress. Usually how this works is that it goes from the committee onto the full Senate, and it has to receive 60 votes to be able to pass through the Senate, then gets referred to the Justice Department. But what is happening today is that Chairman Paul has decided to bypass the Senate, most likely, because it's not going to get enough votes to pass the full Senate. So what he is trying to do is send this directly to the Justice Department. It will come in the form of a recommendation. Then it's up to the Justice Department to decide how to proceed. But here's where it gets tricky. Because they're bypassing traditional rules of doing this kind of thing, there are going to be legal challenges here. You can imagine that Fauci's attorneys will file a suit here, and also this will be disputed in courts because it is not the conventional way of going forward. But the big headline that Republicans will get today is that members of Congress voted on Republican lines to hold Fauci in contempt of Congress for not answering their questions.
All right, excellent breakdown, Caitlin. Thank you so much.